This is a Headgum original.
New switchboard.
Really?
Yeah.
You're in charge of it?
8 different inputs for some reason. Every time I'm in here, something changes, and I'm expected to, like you guys were just saying, roll with the punches.
Is that a Korg? You got a Korg over there?
What is it?
Feels like some kind of moog. Yeah, like I'm like gonna throw plates over my shoulder.
Beautiful. Like at a Greek restaurant.
Yeah, exactly right. At Taverna Tony's in Malibu.
So
Tony
that-
Zero. Taverna Tony Zero.
That's really good. Yeah, my new alias is Tony Zero.
I like that.
Feel free to call me Tony
I'll
Zero.
call you Tony Zero.
Yeah.
I'll call you in the middle of the night and call you Tony Zero.
You've already heard his voice, but we've got Ian Karmel from All Fantasy Everything on the show. We
Yeah.
got Amir Blumenfeld on the sax. I almost said Marika Brownlee. Anya Kanevskaya on the facts.
Is it
Isn't that my
Kenev?
name?
Did he say that correctly?
Kenevskaya.
It's close enough.
What is it?
Khan?
That's fine.
That's Ali.
Ali Kahanowskaya.
I've thought about cutting off. I've thought about.
Okay.
This is my first time having to have my name out on the record somewhere.
Oh.
I've thought about a new last name. What do you guys think?
Holy shit.
I think we should come up with one right now.
I'm
Anya
fine with that.
Zero.
Anya Zero is good. Yeah.
Anya Tony Zero?
That's really good.
Tony Zero Skaya?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a hyphen or is that the whole
Kanevskaya or Tony Zero?
Kevin Skaya? First Kevin Skaya and then Tony Zero.
It is. It's Russian. It's the whole thing.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
What about Anya Taylor Sauer?
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get started.
So it never gets there, but is that the first version or the second version of
Thank
that
you.
song?
I ask
That's-
every time and
Yeah.
no one reacts.
Come on, you have to let us know.
It's the second version.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
coward.
started versus the R word. Is that the difference?
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Got it.
Was that in the first version? It's let's get R
Let's
word,
get-
R word, R word.
Yeah.
Let's get our word in here.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
always think you're gonna I know you play the good one, but I
Sure.
always worry that you're gonna play the bad one. Like I always worry. I'm like today's gag is that you're gonna play the bad one.
You got to do it once. You have to do it once, or people won't be afraid anymore.
Anya's the only one who's expressed fear on this. I forget that first version of the song even exists.
It was
That's
my
really
first thought.
cool.
Yeah.
It was my first thought.
Are you from Boston?
No. No.
Portland,
Do you ask
Oregon.
everybody that? It's my voice. My dad is from Brooklyn. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and no one there has an accent.
Yeah.
So I have some weird hybrid accent that I just can't explain.
I've never
It was
done
just
this.
that
I'm
you
sorry
have
to-
the
I've never
R
done
the
this, but
R
I'm
word
sorry
on the
to
brain.
interrupt. I've never done this, but I'm sorry. to
yeah,
interrupt.
You've never
yeah.
done this?
I've never done this, but I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
You do
You
that
were-
all the time.
Well, I was just saying, do you want to plug your book?
Oh, well, it doesn't come out until okay, yes, I do. It's
Why
called
is he even here?
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Although if you're in the jolly old UK, Philosopher's
Philosopher's
Stone.
Stone.
That's
Philosopher's
right.
I knew that.
Are you going to do an audiobook? Because you have the voice for it.
I am but I'm gonna do it as Gilbert Godfrey out of respect.
Then let's hear that.
Respect for that.
Yeah. I was born in Beaverton, Oregon.
That's good.
He's really pretty good.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
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 Is he
R.I.P.
dead?
He died.
Yes.
When?
Shark attack.
Today.
Earlier today.
Sure.
He was in Boston. He was in the Charles River and a shark swallowed him whole. Whale shark.
Jesus.
He was throwing tea.
You
Rest
hate
in
to see
peace.
it.
He was spilling the tea. Gilbert Godfrey.
Wait, Anya's new last name. We're just loud.
What's that?
Turn it down.
What'd you say?
I was saying we didn't crack the Anya's new last name.
Really quick before you do that, is that the first version of the Bond theme? Or
Janet. What? Yeah, you can say it as a joke.
yeah, it's a joke. It's okay.
Amir and I just held hands for a second. I had to stop him.
Static
But let's
electricity.
fucking sand. Yeah.
Anya Sand?
I don't know.
Anya said.
This is something that I really do need to figure out, and
Yeah.
I have to do it now before I get any more famous on the
Yeah,
Headgum
yeah,
podcast.
you really do.
Nip
Yeah,
it in
before the
bud.
Dove
I always
Motel
just
takes
thought
off.
chopping just K, but that
Anya K.
yeah, but like Kaye.
Oh.
Like Danny K.
Like Danny K. Or K Jewelers.
The way Ian just said,
You're
oh,
a
is what.
Nepo baby.
Yeah. That's
fine
actually a
with
great
that.
idea,
Yeah.
is to change your name to someone really famous so people feel like you didn't really make it there on your own.
Anya Nabisco.
That's
That's
really
not
good.
bad.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
a good.
that
That's a good idea.
Portmanteau?
What, Nabisco?
Yeah. It's like National Biscuit Company.
Oh my
Isn't
god!
that like a portmanteau? It's like National Biscuit Company.
So now he's gonna cut
Grace,
my
cut what Amir said. So
Right.
You could change your name to Natalie Portmanteau.
That's
Really good. That's really good.
Natalie Portmanteau.
That's really good.
Ian's coming in hot.
I'm drinking a dandelion ginger botanical tea.
I did a commercial once with what's his name, Dave Bautista, and he kept asking for these like ginger chews. You probably shot stuff with him.
We did.
Yeah. Did he ask for the ginger chews?
He did not ask for ginger chews, but he
Was he sick?
He was awesome.
so sick. He was the most diligent about learning his lines out of anyone we ever worked with. He was
Yeah.
like super off book, and when we changed lines like at the last second, it really threw him off. Because he like really wanted to do this like stupid cop interrogation sketch. He wanted to really nail it.
Yeah.
He was
That's
he's
really
a really
sweet.
sweet guy. Yeah.
But that's
Wrestling
Died
background.
today.
Right?
Shark attack.
Unbelievable. Gilbert Gottfried did.
you drinking this dandelion ginger thing is the same energy as him eating a ginger chew, though. I feel like people who have like made it, they
Yeah.
have like those specific snacks that only rich people can have.
Especially people like Dave and I,
Yeah.
who
Who I would put in the same
we
category.
climbed the ranks of professional wrestling
Yeah.
to eventually
Fall from grace.
become famous for having weird squiggly lines on our bald head. What is that? How do you don't find that out until you like shave your head for the first time, right? You're
I
like,
don't
oh,
wanna
I got a
know.
brain head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
I
he
mean,
has,
some people you can kind of guess.
Yeah.
So
He cooked you,
I
dude.
gotta be smooth. I haven't ever bicked it, but I gotta be smooth.
Have you
right?
buzzed it?
I've buzzed
We should
it,
find
like,
out
Well, you would know.
on the
before.
show.
Let's do it right now.
Shave my head on the show. Is that
Live
crazy?
show.
If enough people Venmo me,
mhm.
Amir will shave my head.
6
So-
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just need
enough
6
people
You
is 6
get
people.
cash.
People.
So
Yeah.
And then Amir shaves his head, which is also a plus for you.
really, you should cut your hair because you've been growing it for 3 years. That's the bigger reveal.
Yeah, but I fear that like without the hair, I'm sort of a nothing burger.
That's real. That's real hair.
Yeah.
I thought it was a wig.
High praise.
Yeah.
Did you go a year without cutting your hair during the pandemic?
No. Because
You
I
did it
didn't
at
really. I just sort of went business as usual during the
See?
pandemic.
April 3rd,
I
back in
didn't
the
really
fucking saddle.
Change my behavior. I got more haircuts because it was easy.
I saw you at a Rudy's
No
on
line.
May 2nd.
Yeah. I was in there. I was like shotgun and high lifes
I broke up with a guy during the pandemic because of that.
because he
Wow.
just
Name?
kept living his life as normal.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I've
he was
never
like
done this
texting
name.
me from, not.
Okay.
He kept texting me. He's like, I'm at Home Depot. And I was like,
Why?
what's happening?
Yeah.
I guess that if you're going to be in a building, that was the one with like the highest ceilings, but also the one with the lowest vaccination rate.
And also definitely like the least like, what's the word? Like net, like it was not, you don't need anything in there.
No.
Like there's like CVS, I can see he like needed something, but
Medicine,
But like
right?
at Home Depot, it's like, maybe I'll make a potato gun. Get back into that.
No, I feel like people were doing a lot of at-home projects on like that year.
But was
Yeah.
it like essential? Is that essential? Is that worth risking
You're taking
people's
his
lives?
side. It's unbelievable.
You kind of do. You guys are similar.
Really?
Bond of the week. Daniel Craig is
Yeah.
out as Bond.
He's out.
Yeah.
Did that actually
He's
drop?
Yeah, he's not. He's been his last movie was the last movie he did.
Oh my God.
So every week until the next James is cast, we're lobbing up our pick for the next 007.
Okay.
My pick this week is Wanda Sykes.
That would be very good.
James Bonda Sykes.
Can I do an impression of Wanda Sykes or is that not okay?
I'd like to hear it.
Is that okay?
We
We'll
already
bleep
got
we'll
Amir
bleep the
saying
whole
the R
thing.
word, so
Bleep
I
the-
feel like we're good.
Can you,
Yeah.
Larry? Is that?
That's really
That's
all
good.
I can do.
good.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Didn't feel like it was worth it. If that made anyone mad, I'm sorry. If that made anyone mad, that was Wanda Sykes, who stopped by the studio.
Well, we're also video.
Deeply video podcast.
She did not appear on camera because of the ongoing sex
And you
strike.
lip sunk as she said it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amir, Bond of the week. It
I don't
matters.
know.
It matters.
It doesn't.
No, it matters.
It really doesn't. Logan Paul,
Why?
because he's jacked.
That would suck.
Anya?
Pierce Brosnan? Have we thought about
He
him?
already did it. Yeah.
He seems like he's got it. He could come back.
He had it. He has it.
He
in
can
his
come
hat,
back.
but he
That
can-
could be
old
cool.
now.
People are doing like the
He's too
throwback
old.
thing.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't have to be that upset.
No, it's yeah.
Hmm.
Because like any little thing can throw me off the entire hour. And you know that about
And
me.
this is it.
Why does it bother you so much, the idea of Pierce Brosnan?
Well, because I sort of have like this like agenda almost of like how I want the show to go, right? And then like
And that just sort of,
wasn't-
that was a hard left turn for you.
That was almost the opposite. I thought you were going to say Wanda Sykes, which I was then going to performatively get mad at you for because I chose it. But
You thought
instead,
she was going to say it, but you said it first. That was
exactly
your
right.
first one.
He thought I was gonna make like a joke and say his idea, and then say Grace cut it.
No, I thought there'd be like parallel thinking. And then I would like playfully be like, oh, I'm pissed. But like, it's fun. Now I'm actually mad.
The energy in this room has changed.
Yeah.
It's
It's
shifted.
usually entirely this.
Yeah, this is the whole thing.
Yeah,
The first
this was
8 minutes
so
were, like,
nice
light.
until
Yeah.
then.
I think my mustache is having sort of like a leveling effect on him because we both have mustaches.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
It's just sort of
yeah.
like we feel safe and supported.
Brothers.
Yeah,
My-
brothers,
yeah.
mustache brothers.
In a way, yours is better.
No, I think yours is better.
No, mine is thin.
That's all right. Thin is in, baby.
Do you have a bond of the week?
You have a heroin chic mustache. A bond of the week. I think LeBron James. He's on his way out of the NBA in the next
That's
couple
really
of years.
good.
Here, let's shift him right into the Bond franchise.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. He's been
He's
in a
good
train
a
wreck.
suit.
Space Jam.
He was great in Trainwreck.
Yeah.
And I think he was really bad in Space Jam too. Is that fair?
It's kind of like, to put it in the basketball metaphor,
Go on.
since Ian is a large fan too,
Hoops.
you don't want to give the role player too much playing time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like instant offense off the bench, 6 minutes a game. And that's what LeBron did acting-wise. He was great in Trainwreck.
Yeah.
Bits and pieces.
Mhm.
Then they gave him the whole film.
Yeah.
Can I say something? And I'm not trying to do the whole like, I'm a girl. I have no idea what you just said. The
Like,
first part.
Like, you don't want like the guy who's like pretty good for 6 minutes a game to let him play for 42. Then it's like, oh, that's too much responsibility for that guy.
Yeah.
You still got nothing. You basically
No, so you're saying in basketball.
You know, like Christine Baranski, if she's in a movie for like 20 minutes, you're like, this rules. But
Yes.
you're like, maybe I don't want to see like 2.5. That's a bad example because I do want to see 2.5
No, I know
hours
what you
of
mean
Christine
though.
Baranski.
It's more special if it's just cut down.
It's just like she's good. She comes in, does 5, 6. I broke the microphone. This is mine now. That's mine. I'm taking that home.
Strength in low numbers. They always say that.
yeah.
And so LeBron only plays 6 minutes out of 42.
No, LeBron is great at basketball, but I'm saying acting wise.
I see.
He was
Yeah.
he was
I
good
see.
in
That was
bits
my
and
Yeah.
okay.
pieces
That
in
was my
Trainwreck.
confusion.
Well, I
think.
wonder if we give it to Bronny, just because considering.
He might not play basketball ever again.
Prayers up.
Yeah.
Truffle oil is kind of that kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a literally a drop.
Just a little bit.
Just a drop.
Just a drop.
Almost imperceptible amount.
What the fuck has happened with Truffle? And I'm just transitioning into stand-up. Like this is Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen.
Actually, you know what we could do? We do a segment on this show called Marika Takes the Reins / Marika's Druthers. She's a staffer.
Oh, yeah.
She's not gonna like that. She's not here for this.
That's kind of why I want to do it. Let's do Ian Takes the Reins.
Or Ian's druthers.
Ian's Druthers
Oh,
for
yeah.
4 minutes. 4 minutes on the board.
4 minutes on the
Straight
clock.
minutes.
And I can just gripe?
You can just gripe.
I can just gripe about anything?
Anything.
Should I actually launch into stand-up bits or should I...
Go for it.
The clock is going.
The clock. Yeah.
I started talking about truffle oil, so this is not a stand-up bit, but it's just like, take it 5 minutes. Take it down a fucking notch with the truffle oil, all right? Now there's truffle oil on everything all of a sudden. French fries? If you're putting too much truffle oil on French fries, you know what I think? The French fries can't speak for themselves. Now all of a sudden I'm finding truffle oil in the ketchup as well. It's on the fries and in the ketchup. Truffle ketchup.
There's no escape.
There's no escape
Sorry,
from it.
Amir, it's actually Ian's Druthers.
I
This-
thought I was
how,
helping
I
him
feel
out
like
a
I
little
lost
bit.
a minute on their pretty. Okay, maybe. All right. What is with these farm-to-table restaurants? You know what I mean?
I see
Farm to
those.
table.
Amir, just 1 second.
Farm. That's the only place they grow food. And table's the only thing you can eat it off of. Every restaurant is a farm-to-table. Arby's is a farm-to-table restaurant, folks.
That's good.
Um, I've been having trouble looking my wife in the eyes. And
Jesus.
I know it's not because of her. And it usually happens after I go visit home. And, my parents divorced when I was 10 years old. And they've always had a cordial relationship, but spending any time with them, as much as I love them, does make me think about how at one point they thought it could never happen to them. And, my 1-year anniversary is coming up in 2 weeks. And are we just in the part of our movie before everything goes wrong? And sometimes I feel like I have this bomb inside of me just waiting to go off that's just going to destroy everything good in my life. And it doesn't mean I'm not going to try. That doesn't mean I'm not going to still do my best to be a good partner in this relationship. It doesn't mean I'm not going to, listen to her and support her and do things with her, like on our anniversary. Just because I have this fear, it doesn't mean I'm not going to, take her out to dinner. And if we order fries at that restaurant and there's fucking truffle oil
Oh my
in
God.
that ketchup, I swear to God,
Everything. It's too much.
I'm going to lose it.
I wish we could get into it. We do have to take a break.
Oh.
But thanks for sharing.
Straight into an Athletic Greens ad, I guess.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Guys, sometimes you feel uncertain in life, right? You don't know what's going to come next. You don't know what decision is going to lead you down the right path. All right? Whether it's career, relationships, family, friends, etc. It could be any number of things. You never really know how to make that decision, or when things feel shaky, when you go through a period of multiple choices, what's going to make me feel the most fulfilled. And that's where talking to a therapist can help. I'm in therapy every week, and like I say on this show, it's not always because you have something pressing, and sometimes you will have something pressing, but it's good to just have someone there to support you and guide you as you along your life's path, and to allow you to be the best, most fully realized version of yourself. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/what's-that today to get 10% off your first month. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/what's-that. Thanks, BetterHelp. Y'all, I want to tell you about a podcast that you're going to love. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's called See the Thing Is, right? See the Thing Is. Am I right? And it's hosted by Grammy Award-winning R&B artist Bridget Kelly and media personality Mandy B. Every week, Bridget Kelly and Mandy B offer grown, honest, and slightly toxic perspectives on all things music, pop culture, and of course, dating and relationships. I love talking about dating in LA and dating in New York and dating in upstate. And they basically do it every week. So if you like that segment on our show, you're going to love their entire show. Do you have a hard time finding new music? I know I do. I mostly listen to old music. Are you a millennial who misses what life was like in the 2000s? Are you interested in multiple perspectives on relationships and dating? Are you interested in non-male bashing podcasts that hold both sexes accountable? See the Thing Is a podcast that allows space for a wide range of thoughts and emotions. Sounding pretty good to me. Why don't you give it a shot? Most recently, the ladies that have sat down include Ari Lennox. I'm actually a huge Ari Lennox fan. That's fucking awesome. Big Freedia, Remy Ma, Van Lathan, Robert Glasper, DeRay McKesson, Chloe Bailey, Mooney Long, and Neo. Haven't heard from Neo in a while. That would also be a good intro episode. Highly recommend. So join Bridget and Mandy every week as they update you on everything going on in the world with their polarizing hot takes. Subscribe to See the Thing Is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on YouTube. New episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday. Bi-weekly. That's awesome. Check it out.
Sudden drop. I have something to say.
Yeah.
I don't think they're doing truffle oil so much anymore.
Fuck me. Charring grains with glee over skillet grooves, making rice burn gnarly. You'll have tons of fun as the bomba scalds as we singe the specks of char. Oiling slick a pan, consistency of sand, ruining basmati. Long grain white rice scorched, Japanese short grain, all types of rice ignite. Will you cauterize? Will the grain sear thus? Burning rice, not barley. We'll forget soft rice as we force it down, as we house demolished rice. There is crispy rice, that's not what I mean. Crispy rice is fine. I'm talking about when it hurts to eat, 'cause you burnt the rice for hours. There's an instrumental break now, so I really have to sit in it.
I had to Google the real lyrics because I thought I was having a psychic break. Because I thought there's no way he actually says barley in the song, but he does.
On the fields of gold.
Many sauces help to attain the singe. Hoisin is my favorite. It'll glob onto every grain of rice and it'll blacken the whole wok. You'll remember me when you make this shift. Eating rice that's gnarly. You can tell Omsby in its jealous wake that I changed the game of rice when I soldered that first grain. Now we all singe specks of char.
Really good backing track.
Yeah.
That's the first note. It's not that the lyrics were good. And
Well,
I sang
it's
it
just
well.
wild with the writer's strike on, like the amount of talent that is accessible.
What you're saying is he's technically scabbing by having written that
I
song.
think it's What,
I saw
did
him
you
write
write
it.
that?
No.
What did you wait? First of all, Ian has no idea. None of that was all out of the fucking left.
And he
Blue?
has
The
no
blue?
questions.
Yeah, what
Felt-
what did you think when that was happening?
Well, Ian actually has sort of insight to this because he's familiar with Omsby.
is he?
Am I familiar with that? OMSI?
Omsby?
The Oregon Museum of Science and Industry?
I don't know what it stands for.
OMSB?
You remember at the old Headgum office at the end of the street, there was that onigiri restaurant named Omsby?
Oh, yes, there was.
Did you ever go there?
No.
Well, so.
No.
lucky. Do you
Because
mind?
Anya was talking and then the music started.
It
Yeah.
did start. Yeah,
And then
we were going to get into truffle oil.
Do you mind? Do you guys mind if we talk through these lyrics?
Well, one
Have
thing,
it-
even before we get there, I want to know what was going through your head when you heard Jeff starting to sing a new. Do you know
Amir
the
just did
song
this
that it's
to you.
based on?
What's that?
He just did
Yeah, by
this.
Sting.
Yeah.
Fields
Fields
of
of Gold.
grain.
Fields of Gold.
Fields of gold, yeah. As we
Yeah.
walked in fields of
jar,
gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he does say fields of barley at one point, which I was like, "There's no way Sting actually says barley."
He says it.
And is that how
He's
you
walking
is that
through
how you
fields.
picked this song?
I think we referenced it last week, and then
It
I was
did
like, oh, we
sound
should do a rice
familiar.
song. So
I was just saying that
love it.
Amir.
I
I've never
said
seen
Ian will
Amir
love it.
brush you off the way he just did. By the way, he said,
And
no.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
that amount was exceptional.
Charring grains with glee over skillet grooves, making rice burn gnarly.
What's Bernarly?
Burn gnarly.
Oh, Bernarly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
we
yeah.
should set this up, I guess. Set the scene in a way.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
that's
you
what
have
I'm
given him
saying.
no context at all. We were talking about truffle oil. A song starts and
And
he
the
just
audience
sings
hears
for
this every
5
time I do a
minutes.
fucking song, though.
Well,
They're fucking
I
sick of it.
Alternated between thinking ChatGPT definitely wrote this or ChatGPT will never be able to write this. So we're fine. And like, I earnestly didn't know which one I thought more.
So we used to get lunch from Omsby,
Great.
because we were mostly in the office every day at that point.
Yeah.
And
This was in the middle of COVID.
Yeah, this was in the thick of it.
Yeah.
The thick of not only the pandemic, but the onigiri itself, because it was a lot of rice. It was a ton of mayo.
Yeah.
And like a dash of fish.
Just a bit.
Okay, here's the thing. I think you're giving too much detail.
Okay, so let's split the difference.
All right.
Let's speed it up. Let's let 9 to 15 more seconds of sort of backstory. As
All right.
To why you're
And
like,
so
you
we
could just
started
say-
Should I start a clock?
We started. It jumped from 15 to 0.
No, I
we
got it. I
started
got it. That's actually a
doing
good idea.
bits about rice
Yeah.
over the years, and just in the office and on the show, and then it started to become burning the rice, ruining the rice, and then we started doing song parodies, and I'm putting together this album that I am going to try and record at Sound City Studios under Tony Berg's direct supervision. All right, here we go. Charring grains with glee over skillet roofs, making
13
rice
seconds.
burn gnarly.
Yeah.
You'll have tons of fun as the bomba scalds, as we singe the specks of char.
What's bomba?
It's a type of rice. Glad you asked.
Okay,
So,
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this going to be on Rap Genius at any point, or just Genius? Just I would like to be able to dig into it a little bit more. When
It's going to be on RiceGenius.
Wow.
Oiling slick
That's
up
his name.
pan.
Sorry
That's
for
his
me for
name.
making a fucking joke that we stopped talking about your lyrics for 3 seconds. We're going right back into it, aren't we? Oiling slick of pan or some shit. What was it?
Bernardly Toppin over here. You know?
Tony Zero, the rice genius.
Bernarly Purdy.
Zero.
Maybe that's the artist name that I should release.
The
it
rice
under.
genius, yeah.
Tony
Yeah.
Zero, yeah.
Oiling slick a pan,
Oh.
consistency of sand, burning rice, not
And sorry,
barley.
that's also something he says a lot, even though it doesn't have that consistency.
No, sand is or rice is sort of the
Consistency of
consistency.
It's
of
not.
sand.
That, no,
It's
no,
absolutely
not.
not.
No,
No,
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. It isn't.
It's like tiny little guys. It's like,
Well,
but like
that's
bread,
what
like
sand
tiny
is.
little, but they're chewy. They're like,
Well, not when you burn them.
or maybe I haven't been eating the right sand.
Long grain white rice scorched, Japanese short grain, all types of rice ignite. Anya?
No notes.
No notes. That's actually, but I thought maybe like, oh, that was a good,
No,
what is it, assonance?
I said no notes.
Positive or otherwise?
That felt
Yeah.
like you, yeah.
I feel neutral about that.
Will you cauterize? Will the grains sear
Cauterize.
thus? Ruining basmati.
That's one of the best parts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one fucking goes.
Yeah.
Because what's the real song? It almost sounds like that.
That's why I was looking it
Yeah.
up.
Will we forget the sun and
Fields
its
of
jealous
barley.
eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll forget soft rice as we force it down, as we house demolished rice.
And then there was a bridge that you sort of.
What happened?
I have a
I feel like
question.
we were having fun, and then somewhere along the way we lost it.
Probably the right song. Yeah, the bridge.
Yeah.
Can we hear
That-
what that would have been?
What those lyrics would have been? I never eat rice that ain't busted.
Mhm.
Don't care if I don't have other options. I would rather go hungry than not eat carbonized jasmine as we singe the specks of char.
I want to amend my Bernie Taupin joke and instead call you Tim Rice.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
good.
That's good.
Just different Elton John collaborators getting jokes. That was the Tim Rice?
Leon Reisel.
Oh, Leon Reisel. That's a good one.
Theodore Geisel? Dr. Rice?
The
You guys wanna
actual
move
lyrics
on?
don't make much more sense than
Thank
this.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
This was like
There
back in
is crispy
1998.
rice. That's not what I mean.
Yeah.
Crispy rice is fine. I'm talking about when it hurts to eat because you burnt the rice for hours.
Crispy rice.
What is crispy rice? They just deep fry it or something?
like a tuna crispy rice.
Yeah.
But how are they doing that?
That's a great question.
Little oil in the skillet, and then you I think you
He doesn't
freeze
have
the
no
rice,
idea.
cut it in
He has no
squares.
idea.
Oh, you
and
got
then
to freeze it.
It's just so
He
that
has
it
no
stays
He
in the
doesn't
square.
know. He doesn't know.
He has no idea.
Many sauces help to attain the singe. Hoisin is my favorite. It'll glob onto every grain of rice and blacken the whole wok.
Okay.
You'll remember me when you make this shift, eating rice that's gnarly.
You'll remember me so
You can tell Omsby in its jealous wake, because it doesn't exist anymore, that I changed
Shark
the
attack.
game of rice. When I smoldered that first grain. Now we all singe specks of rice. Namaste.
This is a pro burning rice song?
That's what everyone should be doing. It's sort of like evangelical.
Now, can we do the
Okay.
whole thing about the actual lyrics? Go line by line.
Would you sing the entire thing again? Now that it's been
The actual song like switches. Like first, it's in first person, and then he's like talking to you.
Yeah.
This is back when we found out Sting was having sex for 8 hours a day. And I
And it all made sense.
I think he realized he could say anything
Anything.
in the songs,
That's
and
right.
like, and 15 seconds into it would be like 8 hours. And you would never think about the lyrics.
I mean, they're
anymore.
very
Wouldn't that
horny
hurt?
lyrics.
Yeah.
So it
Was
makes
this
sense.
the same album when he was just like, I dream of Rose, LA.
Yeah.
That song also didn't mean anything.
No, it didn't mean anything.
This was his old
I
fucking
dream of
thing.
rice
We have to
today.
move on. We have to move on.
That's for you for next time.
What do you want to get something out? Because we do have to move on.
You're right about the truffle oil.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Going
Definitely a
right
little
I
bit
think
back
I don't think
there.
they're doing that. I think that was early 2000s.
Maybe like a foot.
2010s.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was probably that reference was at 4 years late at best.
But you're still upset about it, which is okay. And I see you and hear you, and
Thank you.
we make space for you for that.
Thank you for holding that space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Desert Rose, I think it was called.
Desert rice.
I dream
Desert
of
rice.
rain, LA, LA.
Oh no.
He starts singing about rice again. Okay, so this is just the whole show now, I guess. Rice.
I made it through all the levels of the Jeopardy auditions,
Wow.
including to the point where they were like, "Hey, will you they were like, we're going through my IMDb
Wow.
to make sure like that nothing conflicted."
Wow.
And either they read my tweets and decided they didn't like me, or something on my IMDb was like, "We can't put this guy on the show."
or maybe you were like almost celebrity Jeopardy, and they're like,
This is
but
what
you're
I
not
think.
That.
I think I'm like in between.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not famous enough to be on Celebrity Jeopardy,
You're too famous to be on regular
but I'm
Jeopardy.
too famous to be on regular Jeopardy.
Damn.
And who will sing my song?
Well, this is celebrity Jeopardy.
This is Jeopardy.
Do I need my glasses?
But that TV is usually on.
Yeah, then I have to edit it in and it looks bad, so I figured doing it on the frame would be better. Anyway,
it.
also the GoPro cut out so nobody can see me for the rest of the episode. But
Wait,
this is
just plug it in. Can I?
it doesn't matter. People don't need
Well,
to
it's
see me.
kind of nice to see you occasionally.
You have a great outfit on.
Thank you. I really needed to
Your
hear
hair
that.
looks on
Just
point.
take
You
that-
look moisturized. I think the people would love to see it.
Just take that white cable right there that's plugged into the switcher.
This is the one I meant to do. Yeah.
Live.
Do I need my glasses?
No.
Okay.
This is Jeopardy! Welcome to Jeopardy Summer Edition. Your categories are, there we go. The categories are fun in the sun, summertime sadness, important getaways, barbecue fouls, and would-be summer blockbusters.
It'd be funny if barbecue fowls was like the bird kind.
Yeah. Can you fix that?
Well, no.
No, I can't. Is the GoPro on?
The GoPro is on.
We're back.
We're back. We're back in business. Ian's team 1, Amir's team 2, Anya's team 3.
Okay.
We used to do this for actual cash, and I used to Venmo people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can do
What
it.
happened to that?
Prohibitively expensive.
Prohibitively expensive. They tax you on transactions now. So
Would it be really for like $100?
Yeah.
someone won $1,200 once, and I would always beg for it back, and everyone would always send it. But
For
one
Christ's
time,
sake, I would definitely not give it back.
Caleb Heron didn't give it back.
Caleb Harris didn't give
for
back
like a week. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyways, here we go. Let's start with Ian. Ian, you control the board, guest of honor style.
All right, let's go barbecue fowls for 200, please.
Barbecue fouls for 200. Something you shouldn't say at a backyard barbecue. There are no right answers.
No right answer. Okay.
So you're gonna get it wrong, basically. He's saying.
No, there are right answers. You might get it right.
Oh, sorry.
So
I
is
meant to
this-
say there's one right answer.
Is it something you've said?
I mean, even if it was, you've never seen me at a barbecue, so
Hmm,
I don't know.
well.
You can buzz in or
Oh, Buzz.
What?
Is this McRibs? Is this McRibs? What is
In the
this?
form
Is
of a
this
question.
What is this? What is this? Is this McRibs?
made it a
Holy shit! What if it's
whole
right?
question.
Jesus Christ.
I
Now, what
almost
does
thought
that
you
sound
had
mean?
it. 'Cause
That
the
means
first
he was
music-
incorrect.
Incorrect sound.
So we can play two ways. You guys can still guess, or we can do it if one person gets it wrong, it's over.
Let's get through it. We're
All right.
not going to be here all day. We have stuff to do.
Okay. The correct answer was. What is, you call this hosting?
And then you say LOL?
LOL, yeah.
Interesting.
Lol?
Lol.
Oh, yeah.
guess
Amir
I should-
controls the board.
I'll go B of A for 100. It's just the one of your bookmarks.
Yeah, let's have a look.
B of A.
We've done this before, and I'm not doing it again.
All right. Barbecue fouls for 100.
Barbecue fouls for
Oh, pump fake. I went 100 at the end.
asshole. We're doing 300. The worst song to hear at a barbecue.
It might be one of the Sting songs we just did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boop.
Yep.
The your rice parody.
Of
What is?
Fields of Gold.
Fields
What
of Gold
is?
by
What
is
is?
your rice parody?
The correct answer is Murder Most Foul by Bob Dylan.
What is that?
It's a 20-minute song about JFK's assassination that came out recently.
So wait. Oh,
Really?
right.
Who does he pin it on?
He doesn't
Zapruder.
even really take a stance.
He
It's
doesn't
just
come to a
historically
conclusion?
accurate.
CIA.
CIA. Gotta be the
That's
CIA.
why it's 20 minutes. He has to explain the whole
Anya
thing.
controls the board.
I'll do Summertime Sadness for 200, please.
Summertime
summer.
Sadness for 200. Coming to terms on a roller coaster.
Coming to terms. What does that mean in this case? Coming to terms with what?
Oh,
Yeah?
coming to terms with what?
That's the answer?
What is coming?
What is coming to terms with? What?
With what? You have to guess what
Yeah.
coming to terms with.
You said, "Oh, like you figured it out," but that's not going to be the answer.
That's not a question.
The correct answer is, what did Jeff experience on his 13th birthday after his parents sat him down to say they were getting a divorce? This was at Disney World.
They told you at Disney World? At the beginning of the
But
day?
they're not divorced.
At the beginning of the roller coaster?
The end of a day and then the next day.
Aren't your parents still together?
They didn't get divorced, but they really thought they were going to,
Whoa!
which is somehow
Space
more
Mountain changed
confusing.
everything.
Maybe the thrill of telling you
Yeah,
was all the excitement they needed
All
to
they needed
rekindle the flame.
was a flume ride.
Wow.
Ian
Wait.
controls the board. What? Dude.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
When did they tell you they weren't getting divorced and where
They
was
never did. They just
They
didn't
just
get
never did
divorced.
it.
Waters.
You're so-
A year later. They fucking
Are you
got
still
off.
waiting? 'Cause they
California
still
Great
might.
Adventure. They might have been in the process for what?
They might still be.
13 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian controls the board.
Fun in the sun for 300.
Fun in the sun for 300. Sowing seeds and watching them bear fruit.
Oh, what is
Yeah.
the meaning of life?
Oh,
Ooh.
he's thinking about it.
The meaning of all life, or just maybe some people's
Like-
certain MOs?
Clarifying question from the host.
Trebek would never do that.
Yeah. R.I.P.
So is it the first what you said or what I said?
I guess what you said.
Correct! What is planting anxious thoughts amongst friends and watching the group dissipate due to infighting?
Yeah. When are we
That
going
is
to
what
run
I
out
said.
of water?
Yeah,
Coming up, right?
it is coming
What
up.
is?
Although the
When,
drought's
when
not,
we run out of water.
there's no drought
Oh.
anymore
Sure,
That's
for
nice.
now.
for now.
Well, that's what they're
everything's-
telling us. And that's what they would tell us
Yeah.
right before we actually did.
We should have a conspiracy segment because
Well-
I have a couple ideas.
We could do JFK. We could do water.
We already talked about 9/11 today, so don't ask him about that.
Oh yeah, you want to pitch Ian this podcast idea? It's pretty good.
Let me have it. You should know
Which
that
has
I
to get
was in
bleeped.
Al Qaeda, so like it is kind of a
You-
sensitive
no,
issue.
you'd be a
for me.
great guest.
I had no idea.
You'd be a
Anya
great
controls
guy.
the board.
They don't just do terrorism. They do a lot of other stuff too.
No,
and
like
I was big on
infrastructure.
stewardship.
infrastructure.
Yeah.
It was a theater camp.
Yeah. You were a
Marketing.
director?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
What is the 9/11 podcast?
We're going to have to bleep all this because we have to make it.
Well, you don't have to make it. Just
No,
a
I-
fun
That's
I
not
want
why
to
we're
make
gonna
it.
bleep all of it.
fun
Anya,
idea.
you control the board.
What is, I mean, no, that's not how we do this. Would be, you want me to, are you,
You
doing
pick
that?
one.
No, I know. Are you hovering over that one because you want me to do it?
No, I just couldn't see the mouse because it's far away.
Would be summer blockbusters for 100.
Would be summer blockbusters for 100. A quad rom-com starring the Sklar brothers and the Williams sisters. You might get this.
Really?
Oh wait, I think I might know it.
Oh wait, is this an actual?
I'm just thinking of a joke.
Oh,
title.
what is tennis? Any fun?
That's pretty
That's
good.
really good. It's
That's like better than what he wrote, I bet.
Amir.
What is men are from?
Sklars.
Women are from Venus.
Yeah.
The correct answer is what is when Venus and Serena met Jason and Randy?
Wait, yours was better.
I thought so.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I guess it's
I
not
don't
what's
know
better,
because it's
about
sort of like a
what's-
quad, and so it's like when Harry met Sally, or what this one would be when Venus. and Serena met
What's the
Jason.
quad?
Do you think the Williams sisters are twins?
No.
Okay.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Wait, what's a quad rom-com?
Like
It's where four
there's
people
people.
fall in
Oh,
love
Okay.
at once.
But that doesn't, his answer was still better. So.
Amir controls the board.
Let's do the movie thing again.
Would-be summer blockbusters for 200. An absurdist dramedy that follows Headgum staffer Dane Cardiel as he's pegged by a songstress.
Yeah, God forbid we cut other stuff out. Gotta get to this fast.
Yeah.
hitting the high notes?
That's good.
That's better, so I'll give it to you. What we were looking for was singing inside Dane.
The whole game should just be this.
Yeah,
Ian
we get to
controls
see
the
how
board.
Ian makes better movie titles in 2 seconds.
Even though you had a week to work on it.
Important getaways for 200.
Important getaways for 200. A must-see village that grounds us in our great American past, summer or not.
Is it Colonial Williamsburg?
Correct!
The one
What
time
is
someone actually
Colonial
got it right, you
Williamsburg?
can't execute on the. Wow.
Yeah.
That's the first time anyone's actually
that's a
gotten the
real.
question
That's a
right.
real
Well,
question.
By the way, this isn't an impossible game to play. Everybody likes to think that it's like gotcha journalism in a way, but it's like there are right
Journalism.
answers that you could get.
She's got
What
two
part of
right.
this is journalism?
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
have you control the board so I can ignore the question.
Would be blockbuster.
I
again.
guess
Oh, I
important
meant
getaways
Anya.
for 300.
Important getaways for 300. The only place to get both rays of sun and counsel from above.
What is heaven?
No, it's gonna be like a
Boop.
Yeah,
What is
that was to Amir.
Jimmy Buffett's combination cheeseburger in paradise / Catholic seminary?
You weren't right until the very end. What is Vatican City?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Wait,
went
what does
to-
the rays of sun have to do with?
The sun doesn't not shine in Rome. Ian controls the board.
Great
It's
point.
neck and neck.
Great point.
Amir has no points, but Anya and Ian are tied. By the way, the prize I think is like one
I think.
slew of genuine compliments
Oh,
from me.
really? Eye contact?
I'm rarely earnest. Yeah, we'll do eye contact.
Okay.
We'll do eye contact if you break 1,000. If you don't break 1,000, you get the slew, but you don't get eye contact.
What am I at right now?
You're at 500.
Oh, would be blockbusters for 3.
Would-be blockbusters for 300. A prescient 1920s period drama about the inevitability of Paul.
Wait.
What is postmodern Dano?
That is really close, though.
Really?
I might, just because he's in the movie that this is a parody of, I'm going to give it to Amir. We were looking for what is There Will Be Run. And Dano's in that movie.
Yeah.
Amir controls the board.
Doesn't really matter at this point.
Doesn't really matter. Let's do
Yeah.
important getaways for 100. A historical site that one shouldn't forget to visit if they want a meaningful summer. Yeah.
What is One World Trade Center?
No. Shouldn't forget. I guess that works for.
Yeah, that's you're
Friends.
proving your mind.
Yeah.
Is mine is mine
Yep.
fits.
The Holocaust Museum?
That would also be meaningful, but no.
So those are the only 2 things I think we're not
And the
supposed to
shouldn't forget is like never. That's like
Yeah,
a
never
Yeah,
forget.
never
Right.
Yeah.
No, we were looking for what is the Alamo?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we
Remember the
do. We do
Alamo.
remember
that
that.
is.
Well, that's kind of remember the Alamo,
Right.
never forget the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You know what? Sorry.
You're not
I
getting
can't give
points, but I'm
points to everybody, but I
apologizing.
am sorry.
Yeah.
Anyone call it out? I don't know whose turn it should be.
Summertime sadness.
Summertime sadness for 100. Doing intensive labor in the yard.
What is a bad way? What is a sad way to spend the 4th of July?
Of July or June?
Labor Day.
Labor Day or June?
June.
Memorial?
I'll give it to Amir. What is how Geoff spent most of his childhood Junes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Childhood Junes.
Big yard?
Kind of.
Yeah.
We lived in farm country.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
300. Summertime sadness.
Okay. Summertime sadness for 300. Trader Joe's key lime tea cookies.
Those are good.
Oh. Boop.
Yep.
What is what your parents gave you when they told you they're not having a divorce?
It's pretty good.
Farm country, so there wasn't really a Trader Joe's within driving distance.
That explains a lot.
About my personality or
Do not look at me.
we were looking for what did Geoff choke on at the Silver Lake Meadows 2 years ago? 2 weeks ago.
You choked on it.
Yep.
Like,
Ian controls the board.
did you need to have the high
water?
Oh.
Ian controls the board.
Fun in the Sun, $200.
Fun in the sun for 200. A cream that helps prevent sunburn. I'll give you a hint,
Prevent.
it's not sexual.
Is it SPF based?
It's also not your decision. They're not that sexual.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Show
Is
me
it-
lube.
What is aloe vera juice?
Both were wrong. We're looking for what is
Wait.
oh,
Miracle Whip.
I'll give it to Ian
Because I
for
did
that.
the Family Guy whip.
What is a ton of half and
Same
half
thing.
that spilled onto you, ruins your day, so you decide to stay inside?
Oh.
I get the cream part now.
Yeah.
And also, I could be sexual.
Could be
Ian
sexual.
controls the
Half
board.
and half?
Humiliation? Yeah.
A milk
That's
fetish?
true. Number of
That's
things. Yeah.
You know
very
that
regular.
photo of like the two women and one's like holding the other one's like ponytail and she's like force feeding her milk?
Yeah.
That's sort of like my whole thing.
Is that your whole? Are you the ponytail or the force feeder?
Usually the force feed.
He's the
Okay.
one taking the photo.
You're the one thinking, kind of an Ansel Adams type. Who didn't they take a picture?
He's the one sitting at home looking at the photo. For being honest.
He's the one. Yeah. No, it's just framed on my gallery wall.
Yeah.
In-
Fun in the sun.
Fun in the sun for 100. A collection of grains near water.
Rice. What is rice?
Absolutely correct.
Wow.
Callback. It's what is a sack of rice waiting to be soaked outside? That's what makes it in the sun. Ian controls the board. Last one up. What happened to the screen?
It's there. You're there.
Potpourri. Barbecue fowls, 100.
Barbecue fouls for 100. Ian, nobody's going to get over 100, and also nobody can beat Ian, but this is just for shits and giggles. The one thing you don't want to be seen doing at a barbecue. Amir, you might want to remember your first guess in this category.
Wow.
What was my first guess? It was, the McRib thing? What is a McRib?
Incorrect. What is taking multiple racks of rib off the
Oh.
grill and putting them in your bag for later? Guys,
Good job, Ian.
Thank you.
That's really impressive for your first time on the show.
Thank you. Yeah.
It might be a career high.
that was Jeopardy! Shit! I hate this studio.
Jesus, man.
Right.
Why doesn't this go immediately into a Wheel of Fortune parody?
Honestly, get over there.
Come on.
Rice of
Fortune.
Wheel of rice.
All right. Well,
You
Ian, you
just
won.
ignored
Do you
me.
want the slew of compliments, or would that
Yes.
feel okay?
Are you kidding me?
Uh,
You don't have to do the eye contact. I
we
think
don't know
in
each other
1,000.
that well,
Yeah.
but I've always seen you around the Headgum office, and you've always been very kind to me.
Yeah.
And when I was working at Carpool Karaoke, I
Yeah.
would see you at CBS TVC. I was just telling Anya this because she was like, "What's Ian like?" I was like, "He's very nice." And you used to
Didn't
say
say
hi to
that.
me,
That didn't
and
happen.
you definitely
You didn't?
didn't need to do that.
I
So I
won't.
think for the viewers at home, just know that Ian Karmel is a very nice person.
You didn't inquire as to.
Also, when people ask for stand-up recommendations, you're the first person I ever.
Oh my God, thank you so
Because
much.
your bit about how you look like an Italian pizza box logo
Yeah,
is
thank you.
one of my favorite bits.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, plugs.
I had to keep a mustache for that very bit.
Yeah, but now it's just for fun. Now you don't know who you would be without it.
I really don't.
Yeah,
No, it's a comfort stash. It's a third eyebrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
And just so we can balance it out, Amir, when you wear shorts, the energy in the room is sour.
Mm.
Anya, you're fine.
Good
Plugs.
legs. He has good legs.
It's almost It's almost meaner not to say something mean about Anya because it's like she can't handle it.
Well, she
you
just
know?
looked at me like,
No, I felt because I was like, that's a real thing you're saying to Amir, who has to be like on camera all the time.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My shorts do read.
He's taking his sneakers off. He's so upset. What happened? Why is your sneaker off?
I took my sneaker off earlier to adjust my sock.
plugs.
You guys know Jack Sock?
Just plugs is fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jack Sock's Instagram.
Who's Jack Sock?
He's a
Jack
fucking tennis
Sock?
player.
Ah.
His
Or do
name's
you-
Jack Sock? Jack
His name
Sock
is
sounds
Jack
like
Sock.
something
Yeah.
a teenager had. And they're like, don't.
Yeah,
even
that's your
put-
Jack
don't
Sock
even
over
put that
there.
one on the
That's
line.
Yeah.
really good.
The
Yeah.
mom knows not to.
Did you guys do the Jack Sock? I never did it. I feel like that's unless you have like
Why are you
Pima
not asking
cotton.
me?
It's never been like a
I
consistent.
feel like I'm nervous about that.
It was a
often-
toilet paper man.
Yeah.
Easier to dispose. Never understood
Toilet
the
paper
sock
roll?
at all. Yeah.
I would always just
use
sort of
toilet
do
paper.
it back while backpedaling. I would go to the backyard and just sort of like backpedal around. So I never had to deal with it.
Oh, interesting.
Just so it was always in front of you.
Yeah.
Like I was playing defense in a basketball game, just
Or
kind of
offensive
backpedaling.
lineman.
Yeah. Ha ha. So I've never really had to deal with it. It feels
Yeah.
like it's better for the environment that way.
Yeah, you're
I'm
sort
from
of-
Oregon.
Yeah. I feel like it's rough material socks, especially like if you have like,
Oh
hands.
yeah. If you're a
Amir?
teenager.
Would you
Let's
ask?
get really into it. Let's get really into it.
I
Even
think
up to recently.
It's already been
When was the last
asked.
time you sort of self-completed?
Well, now I prefer a shower because it's very easy. You don't
Yeah.
have to worry about anything. You're not disposing of
Well,
anything.
you have to worry about the friction.
A baby shower or a wedding shower?
Oh, plugs. Ian, what do you have going on? What do you want to point the people to?
If you don't listen to All Fantasy Everything, I'll come to your house and I'll kill you. Can we say?
heard it here first.
Cut of the episode.
I do. If you're up for it in the next couple of months, I'd love to have you back on because you sent. I had another idea. I had another segment idea that revolved around your show's format.
I'll come back on this as often as you'll have me.
But
this is really
it
fun.
required prep, and you had emailed me last night, and
Oh.
I hadn't finished the segment yet, so I was
Yeah.
like, this is too short notice. But yeah,
Literally anytime you'll have me. This was a blast. Listen to All Fantasy Everything. That's really all I have to promote right now. Listen to Sting's later work. There's a lot of good stuff in there, and keep an eye out for my book, T-Shirt Swim Club.
that's a great title.
Available like early next summer.
I did
hopefully.
Shirt in the Pool.
I was a shirt in the pool guy.
I did shirt
Were
in
you
the
a chubby
pool.
little dude? Or
I
did
was
you
a
just do
chubby
it?
kid.
Yeah.
I did Shirt in the Pool in Turks and Caicos on a family vacation. This was the same one that I talked about this the other week, where I walked out of. We were like in a hotel, and there was like we were on the bottom floor of like the building.
Yeah.
And there's like a screen door that goes out to the deck or whatever, the pool deck. And I just walked straight through the screen porch. And the reason why I was I'm telling this poorly. I saw a group of young girls walking past. I was also young.
Nice.
And they were my age.
Maybe
They were
even
my
younger.
age. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, let me walk past them playing my Nintendo DS. They'll think that's
Absolutely.
awesome. And instead I walked through a screen door and just kind of collapsed onto the pavement. Swim
Oh.
shirt on.
Nothing else on.
Nothing else.
It
Bottom.
would have been cool if you could have found out you had like sort of like an Alex Mack ability to just sort of
Yeah.
move through solid.
Wow. What a
thing.
reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You're
then-
giving me a lot of credit.
Yeah.
But the DS would just
But
get
the DS
stuck.
would
We're
just get
stuck,
stuck.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Did your Nintendo DS, was that like a frequent prop in
In Seeming Cool.
In
yeah.
Flirty?
Seeming Cool and Flirty?
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah.
Still is. Amir,
Yeah, all fantasy everything.
Got to.
Anya.
You have to.
As a supervising producer on All Fantasy Everything,
Yeah.
I think
Love
you
it.
should listen to All Fantasy Everything.
Have to.
Oh yeah.
Because none of us are responsible for what happens if you don't.
I think we're really trying to steer it away from the
Threats.
kind of
Threats.
legally binding death threats.
We're not, but people know we're recording this offshore, so we can't be held liable. for anything, right? They know we're like 6 miles off the.
Headgum has
A Catalina office.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have what was the Scientology boat called?
Oh,
I don't remember.
I don't know, and I never have. I don't
And,
know why I made that
honestly, we
noise like I
shouldn't
did.
talk about it.
Forget it.
The Island Sea or something.
The SS, great ideas and good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
This
think
is
I can't find out where you live?
me?
Anyone listening? You included. You think I don't
looking
have the
right
tools at my
at you.
disposal?
I've found it very
I'm on the
easily
dark
to
web,
find
dude.
where people live.
I am on the dark web. It's dark.
Yeah.
The only light is
Yeah.
your fucking address, bro. I found it.
That's awesome.
The only light is a fucking address?
Yeah,
The only way out is in, basically.
Meaning?
Meaning that he'll find you
I'll find you.
and he'll kill you.
You're talking to the listener.
You're listening too.
I like that. Instead of looking right at the
Oh, yeah,
camera,
there's a
you are
camera.
looking right at Jeff, which is so scary for him.
I forgot we were on camera here.
He's been afraid of you since that talk earlier he was talking about.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm really scared.
He's a really scary guy. I'm a scary guy.
Yeah.
This camera right here.
Yeah.
Listen up, Chris. A lot of people named Chris. You don't listen to All Fantasy Everything, where we fantasy draft anything from the world of pop culture, whether it be Nicolas Cage music or sandwiches. It's not gonna be fast either. It's gonna take a while, and you'll know it's happening while it's happening.
And what's a good episode for people to start on? What's a
Oh
recent
my
episode
God,
you
there's
love?
so many. God, I mean, if you want to go all the way back, sandwiches, the mall, Taco Bell menu items. We just did an auction draft with Shea
Buffets is
Serrano. Buffets is great.
Yeah.
Of 90s action movies
Wow.
where you had to draft within like something from a franchise, something foreign, something domestic, something that doesn't really seem like an action movie, but you could make the argument, and then a wild card. So we're having a lot of fun on there.
Oh, yeah. And I'll just end it on an earnest and slightly sad note, but I lost a good friend of mine over the weekend, so always make time for those you love, because you never know how long you're going to have with them. And, yeah.
That's
So,
nice, Jeff. It's
I
good
just-
advice.
It doesn't have to be sad, but just,
No, it's nice.
yeah. Go see your friends. Go visit them. Tell them you love them. As we singe the specks of char... We'll ride out on this.
That was a Headgum original.